In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the transmission mount on this Volkswagen Jetta. Let's get into it. Take this hose off right here. I'm just going to use some hose clamp pliers. Move that hose clamp down and slide the hose off. You can just leave it like that. We'll disconnect the connector here. Just push down on the tab and slide it out. There's a 10mm bolt right here. Just use a 10mm socket. Take this out. And slide it out. Now this is a different type of airbox, so yours might be a little different. Just double check and see if there's a different fastener. There is a hose right here. I'm just gonna leave this all together and just move it to the side. Underneath, I'm gonna use a floor jack and a block of wood and support the transmission. Just like that. There's a cover right here. You can pull that off, just slide it up. There is a couple clips on the side. And if you just pull this weather strip up a little bit, pull that up, just slide this out of the way. The only reason you move that is there is an access hole to the bolt on the back side. Now we're going to pull these two bolts out, use an 18mm socket. You might see the transmission dip down a little bit, that's okay. I'm using a 16mm socket. Take out the other two bolts. Just move the wires out of the way. There you go, pull that bolt out. And right here, if you push these wires out of the way, there's one more bolt, 13mm. Use a 13mm socket. Take that bolt out. Again, don't ruin the wires. Pull that out. All right, I'm gonna lower the transmission a little bit. Enough to try to get this out. Go a little further. And slide it out. Now take them out, same way the old one came out. Just lift up underneath here. Slide it in place, and we'll just, with the floor jack, just raise up the transmission a little bit. Back to roughly where it was. And get those lined up, get those bolts started. You can lower the transmission a little bit if you need to, just to get them started. This one in the back. And we'll tighten these down. Alright, those are all tight. Now I'll raise the transmission up. We're going to have to just slide this forward. You can use a large Phillips head screwdriver. Just get these lined up and get them started first. Then I'll just raise up on the transmission and just try to get it to line up so it's not crooked. You can just pry it in place. Use a pry bar. position and tighten those down. And drop the transmission down. After you have those tightened up, you want to put this shield on. Just slide this in position. Lock it down. It's good like that. And take the air box. Line it up. Slide the snorkel on. And you may have a bolt to tighten underneath, and then there'll be a bolt up here. Put this bolt in, get that lined up. And we'll tighten this down. And snug it up. And connect the connector, lock it down. And move the hose clamp. And slide it in place.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.